Eyes in the clouds, feet on the ground. Hustle from the jump, never slowing down. Brick by brick, we build it tall. Climbing out the trenches, bout the ball. Pressure make diamonds, we ain't folding. Storms in our path, steady rolling. Heart of a lion, unshakable grit. Blowing up the scene, every bar spit. Rise and grind, it's all relevant. Keep on pushing, stay intelligent.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Ray Wiz.
And it's your A1 since day one, Miss Peaches.
And thank y'all for tuning in to
It's all relevant. Hey.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. So, Miss P, what you got lined up for us today?
I got some stuff. So, before I even start this, first of all, let's just point out how we matching in the gray. We both are wearing gray today.
That wasn't even intentional, you know what I mean?
Intentional with this. I mean, they not the same color gray, but
nah,
gray
but,
is
you
gray.
know what I mean? We on one accord.
And that
like Jesus
storm
said.
last night, I've been up since 5 a.m.
No, it was crazy. It had us worried about a tornado possibly hitting.
Tornado
you know what I mean?
watch.
And I don't usually get frazzled by that because I just believe God got my back in anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't really get frazzled, but last night it was like this just we all woke. The wind was crazy, and then the rain was like stopping and starting. And I didn't always watch tornado videos where you know it was like it'd get quiet before the storm hit. And I was just like,
a lot of people lost power. They still ain't got no power today.
Oh,
Thank God we wasn't one of those people.
No, it went out. It flickered.
Yeah, but it came back. I think it's because we on the same part as the hospitals, is what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, you know.
Like I said, God always got my back. So. I don't even be knowing how I be positioning myself sometimes. And I just get positioned in the right place because I'm favored. Sorry.
What's sprinkly is? Since you so fake.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry.
I feel like I got something on my lip.
It's probably a piece of hair, which is sticking to your lip gloss. No, I see some lips.
Okay.
But
anyway, we just gotta fix up our new tent in the backyard, and we'll be back to normal. That was it. That was the only thing.
Oh, it took our mailbox down. I'm glad we ain't had no check in the mail because it blew all our mail all in the streets. It was just wet. I'm shaking shit out like.
Damn. I hope it was a bill.
It was all bills. So you know, no damage done.
All right, so let's get right into it. You know, I love to start with the NBA. So LeBron says basically he didn't want to be the face or doesn't want to be the face of NBA. So let's talk about how it started. So during All-Star weekend, Anthony Edwards was asked if he wanted to be the next face of the league, and he said no. LeBron was asked about Anthony's comments, and he basically was just saying like, why would he want to be the face of the league when the media that actually covers them, not talking about so much social media, but sport analysts, sports enthusiasts, I would say, shit on the NBA every day. Man. I understand.
I don't think he was out of line for making that statement because it is definitely a true statement. I know that every player in the game that is a figure, like a public figure, they usually have to go through these ups and downs that you want to put me up when I'm up and then you want to drag me down when I'm down. Right. And there's no balance. And that's what LeBron's saying, man. Like, I don't like, where's the balance? And like Stephen A, he took it real personal, and I just feel like you didn't have to take it that personal. Even if it's something that anybody is stating, it's usually because it's their experience.
Do you feel like Stephen A had insight that maybe the public doesn't have as to the thing that
Of
led him
course.
to feel the way he felt.
Of course. No, I don't think that's the reason why. His insight is not the reason why he felt the way he felt. He felt the
think
way
so?
he felt because he felt like LeBron was talking to him because he know he be shitting on niggas.
But what I'm saying is his piece
he's
about-
one of them. You don't get mad about something you don't care about.
I understand, but what I'm saying is, I'm sorry, y'all. I got hair on my lip, shit in my eye.
You want me to-
Please, no. But what I'm saying is his spiel about the players actually talking to the media and the people that, you know how they always have a trusted source and a trusted source is this and said that. So he was basically saying, you know, it's the players. The players are giving us this info, and then we say it on TV, and then y'all want to act like we shitting on y'all. So I'm saying.
No, his reaction, I feel, and I discern, is that it's ultimately because he felt connected to the statement that was being made.
Okay.
First off,
Okay.
he felt like he was one of them. It's like when a nigga talk about you, he can talk about somebody else's mama, but don't say nothing about my mama. And so now he felt like you talking about me, and he want to bring out all the other NBA players that have came in and they reporting the same way. That's because this is the platform. This is how the platform has been set up. So the new
So it's a follow.
yeah, so
Somebody do
so
it
even the
and everybody
NBA
follow.
players, they gonna follow that formula because that's what's been set up as the standard. So you got new NBA players that are now starting to take the stands on, man. I know what they going through, bro.
Right.
That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like don't just be shitting on these niggas and you don't even know the hard work they put in behind the scenes, even if they'll never win nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that kind of passion needs to be integrated. And I think that's why the players are coming in. Because when Shaq and Barkley and all them started doing it, you know, they was just adding a little bit of entertainment to it, insight too. But, you know what I mean? Not nothing to the point where, I ain't gonna even say not nothing, because that ain't never the case.
Okay.
But that wasn't the way the landscape was formed. But now they trying to form new landscapes, and people like LeBron making statements that most players probably keep in, and then you got players that used to be players now looking at it like, exactly, bro. I'm glad you said something, because this needed to have been talked about.
Just because I watched Stephen A. Smith for such a long time.
I love Stephen A, man. That nigga passionate.
But I'm familiar with his character, his on-screen character, enough to say that he has probably been around, heard, seen some things behind the scenes that
Of course.
that definitely I don't think he's making that up.
I don't
You
think
see what I'm saying? Like I don't
That's
he
why
didn't
when the
pull
white
that
boy
out of
had
thin
said
air.
both of you are right.
Right.
We're talking
What's
to
his
Gilbert
name?
Arenas and then talking to Stephen
Yeah.
A, because both of you are
It's
right.
out of balance.
And
it
it's
needs
only
to have
as
some more
an
balance to it.
experience that's a perspective. Like, so your perspective is the way you see it because I'm a player, so to speak.
Right.
My perspective is the way I see it because I'm an analyst.
Exactly.
So your
And
perspective
the
is not
owners have a
wrong
whole
at
different
all. And
perspective.
the owners
So-
have a whole different perspective.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody has a different perspective, so nobody's really wrong. The key within any of these scenarios is finding what can I do that I don't really gotta bend too much, but I could just make some slight adjustments, but it'll give that person what they want, what they looking for, and it usually creates a connection that networks you into another possible situation that now you can help him or he can help you, and y'all kind of like start a relationship. Stuff just synchronistically happen, and we just be trying to make stuff certain ways and then stay that way, and then if it's not that, it can never be. And
that brings me to another point, even how Stephen A was talking about the effort that's put forth. Even I can't remember the hockey player's name, but he came on there. He was talking about how, you know, players in hockey, you know, we're playing when we're banged up, we're playing when we're not at our best. You know, physically, we're still giving it all we have, and the NBA needs to bring some of that back. So when I'm hearing that, I'm thinking to myself, so not happy because people are deciding to take care of the product. Because in any sport, you are the product.
Right.
So,
Right.
of course, back in the day, people didn't know as much, didn't even know what they could ask for, what they couldn't ask for.
Yeah.
But now we're in a place where mental health is a thing.
Yeah.
Personal days is a thing. Just resetting your mind is a thing. Making sure you don't overextend yourself while you actually do have an injury so that you can continue to play and you're not out for the season.
And we should allow
Why
people
is that
to
a bad thing?
We should allow
Why
people to bring awareness to whatever it is that has consistently been a problem that we've collected data from. Now we know that this doesn't work. Let's try to do something different. And that's what I think when LeBron or anybody make a statement, it's like, look, man, I done seen this year after year.
Mm-hmm.
It happens this way, it goes this way, and it ends up that way.
Yep.
And I know this to be the case, and so we got to do something different. And that's what I think a lot of people be saying, like, let's just do something different because that don't work.
And why is it wrong to protect the product? Like, I'm just not getting that. I understand what they're saying. Back in the day, yes, players did not manage their injuries well. They came on the court and they gave it their all, and a lot of them don't have the needs that they need today.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you know better, why are we so against doing better?
Exactly.
I'm not saying every time they decide to take care of the product or the way that they do it is fantastic. But I'm saying just the idea of taking care of the product, why, or protecting the asset, why is there such a negative stance on protecting the asset?
Man,
come on, this is his job. When he retires, he still has to live the rest of his life. She has to still live the rest of her life.
That's what I'm saying. Period. So whatever it is that person is asking for, or what, you know what I'm saying, or is requesting as something that they need to allow, because like you said, mental health is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about these people in this way could be wearing on them on top of what's already wearing on them at home, wearing on them at the job, wearing on them in the locker room, wearing on them in whatever situation, the multiple situations that we have to live as humans. I just feel like it's not that you have to take anything away. I could tell you the same thing in a different way, and it still be the same thing.
I just said it differently.
Get your bitch ass up and pick that cup off the floor.
Right.
Stupid ass. Or I could be like, hey babe, we don't do that around here. What?
That's too different.
Leave cups on the floor. Leave cups or walk over cups with and we see it's on the floor in the house. It's two different approaches saying the same thing. But it's what we want is we want to teach within whatever it is that we
want to entertain.
That's what makes it offset.
We want to entertain because
that's what makes it
out of balance. These men
it's the teachable
and women
moments that really, why are you critiquing me if you ain't trying to teach me something?
Exactly. But not only
it shouldn't be for entertainment.
These men and women have done so much behind the scenes outside of basketball. And I feel like, and I know even if you're an analyst, you're analyzing the player playing ball, not the man behind the ball. But at the same time, let's try to bring in some of the positive things that these players are doing behind the scenes, right?
I agree.
Because if they do anything negative behind the scenes, then the media is quick to pick that up and just all day, that's all you're hearing about is the negative that they did, which have nothing to do with playing ball.
And not only let it be seen, impact, make it the narrative, make it the story behind the story.
And even if somebody could say, well, if they're doing negative things, then that impacts their game because now they're suspending X, Y, Z. Okay, and that may be fine, but also let's talk about the positive things. Since there is that area where we can talk about the negative, let's also talk about the positive because a lot of these athletes are doing some amazing things behind the scenes that don't get talked about. And like you said, going back to basically delivery and tone, when you are talking about the negative things, it's a way that you can say that without trying to drag the nigga through the dirt.
You ain't got to do all that.
You ain't got to do that.
And you can still give the same impact
Yep.
But we don't know those techniques because we only really use what we've learned from other people.
And what we learned is that Messi gets numbers.
Exactly. Looking for some harmony in this mug. So
we need
it ain't no
that.
harmony. Like, you know, they'll talk about, well, the owners want their power back. And then you want to try to stop the players from trying to gain some power. Well, it was off balance because, you as an owner, you definitely get kudos for being the one that put this all together.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm driving your numbers. I'm moving the fans. I'm moving your merchandise. I'm the asset. Exactly.
The asset.
And so therefore the asset should be compensated and respected.
And we're not talking about, I know people want to say, oh, they get paid plenty.
No.
Nigga,
See, the
I'm
thing
not
is, they
saying
don't
that they
understand
don't
if you
get
get
paid.
millions of fans, then those dollars are you worth those dollars.
Yeah, but appreciation doesn't only come in the form of monetary.
Right, no. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
People will want to argue, well, they're paid millions and millions of dollars. Yes, and also they have to pay taxes in every state that they play in off of those millions and millions of dollars.
And
you know what I mean? They have families to take care of, so on and so forth. A lot of them are taking care of everybody in their family. And I'm not saying that to say that either way they getting paid too much or too little. I'm just saying the things that go outside of financial, mental health, taking care of your body, having a regimen, you know what I mean? Something that centers you so that you can give your best is important too.
It's very important. And I mean, I would hate for somebody to feel some type of way because I'm not talking about your particular industry, but I feel like the idea that I'm speaking about is to any industry, down to mother and father, husband and wife, you know, if you work at Pizza Hut, you need, if you are putting in an effort that is delivering the type of focus that you asked for when you hired me, I think if the consistency is there, the appreciation should be there also. So on any level, you know what I mean?
And so even if the consistency is not there, if you can see what could be, try to encourge that.
Well, exactly.
Don't drag it. Try to encourage it.
In some cases where I can't help you. But you know, if I can't help you and I can see that, then of course, then I'm going to definitely try
with the platform because I got to talk about you anyway. So why not try to help with the platform?
And that's what I'm saying. Why critique me if you're not trying to give me some information to help me? You know what I'm saying? So otherwise, the critique shouldn't be a straight tear down of my person. You know what I mean? And everything that I work for, and then put it out there in the media to have a whole bunch of people, get on it and ride that shit. It's crazy.
It's not so much of the breaking down of them as a person, because a lot of times the main sports analysts are talking about that person in the sport, right? But what they leave out is that greatness. It's the connect before you correct thing. Like I say all the time, in any relationship you have, before you start correcting something, you need to connect to that person, because it makes the pill easier to swallow. You know that person cares about you first. So what they say next is going to be for your betterment,
and it's easily accepted.
And that still goes along. You still got to have tone and the right delivery. But they seem to forget all of the things that this player or that player has done up until this point. Like, let's congratulate that before we just start dragging niggas through the dirt.
That's what I was saying.
But, anyway, so the Lakers are number 2 in the seed.
Two.
Yes. They have won 18 of their last 22 games. I'm so freaking happy.
I'm hoping that this continues, because I be hating situations where people get hurt, injured, and Kyrie Irving just got
injured. He got a torn ACL, so he's out for the season.
Man,
that's like a ball. That's like an athlete's worst.
Yeah, and I think he's already recovered from one of them. And I remember when he had first started playing, came back from Boston, and I had kind of got the idea in my head that Kyrie he always hurt. He's just gonna be one of them players that's always hurt. And how can he? Because some of the old players like I remember Hardaway.
Mhm.
Once he had that surgery, he couldn't do.
It wasn't the same.
It wasn't the
It just
same.
wasn't the same.
But when he came back from his last injury or whatever, that boy still was dynamic.
Yes,
so,
he was.
but I hate that, man. That be hurting my heart
I hate
because
it
it's
for
just
him.
like I know Kyrie want to be there. Like
Yeah.
he
For
felt like
sure,
this was
sure.
his time
Yep.
to shine.
Yep. And I kind of think every time people feel like that is my time to shine. I
But
think
this
when he
really
went to
was
Boston,
his.
but I think
This
when he went
really,
to Boston, he
like,
felt like
I
that.
think I'm not in the locker room, but I think things were more cohesive, and he was finally what he because he didn't like. I heard he didn't like when LeBron came to Cleveland because he always knew I supposed to be the man. Like he always had that in him, and I think he's finally got that with Dallas.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Seemed,
like he got the green light to do whatever.
He seemed happy.
In a good place.
Like his interviews,
exactly. He's in a
not
good
that he
place
was
mentally. Like
happy-go-lucky, but he just seems
and that's
just
why
gathered
really
and calm and collected.
That's
and,
why I really hate that
I hate
for
it
him because
I hate
I
it
know
for
he
him.
wanted to be there.
Damn.
Yeah, I think Bron they could take it all away. Jokic them is really the only competition in my
That's what
eyes.
you said.
Now,
they had a
you know,
really good game
everybody-
against the Clippers.
Yeah.
yesterday.
And a lot of people, of course, everybody talking about OKC, rightfully so. But I think what you're dealing with when you talk about the experience of LeBron James, the experience of Luka,
Mhm.
that man, if they can run the whole 7 all the way through, like between LeBron, Luka, and then you got Reeves
But he
playing.
out.
Who Reeves out?
Reeves and Hachi is out.
What?
You know what? And I can't even go back in my memory and remember
What,
and I don't know
minor?
if they're out for the season. I think
Yeah,
it may just
it's
be a
something
couple
minor.
of games. Yeah.
There's some soreness.
But yeah, even you got them. You got what's the new one? Smith.
Oh yeah. And Vincent.
Vincent. Yep.
But they finally got a squad. Like I like AD.
And
I love
defense is so
it's
on point.
man.
Oh, it's so if they can keep that shit locked.
And it looks like
they
they keeping it. Like they I think they done won like the last 9 or 10 games or something like that in a row. But it's something like because they had a streak before they went to the All-Star and somebody broke it. But then now they back on the streak.
Back on.
And
I'm so happy. I'm just happy.
Because I mean, like I said, I knew AD couldn't work, but I wanted him to work. Like I wanted to see him go to that next level and stay there. And it just was never like, and it wasn't even about it. It really wasn't about the points. It was about you needed to feed him. So it kept like I can set my defense for the in the paint situation and then all the perimeter players. With Luka, he can create, he can pass, he can he can shift all around the court, and LeBron can do the same thing.
LeBron is feeding Luka.
Well,
now
Luka is feeding him too. So I guess everybody eating.
Everybody eating. I like that. Everybody eating. Well, okay. Moving right along. So Cameron and Ocho Cinco had a little back and forth. It really wasn't that
towards
big.
each other?
Yes, towards each other. So I guess a while back, a few years ago, when Cameron started his podcast, Ocho made a statement of, I like what you're doing, I'm coming after your spot type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got with Shannon and, started doing what's it called? Nightcap. Started doing the nightcap. So when Chad came out with that interview with Stephen A. Smith and he started talking about how he had that dick enlargement or dick enhancement. I don't know the technical term, so I'm just gonna say dick enhancement.
It's called a penile enhancement.
Okay. I don't like that word at all. I'm just gonna let you know right now. I don't like the word. No. It's a dick enhancement. So anyway, he was talking to Stephen A. about his dick enhancement. That's not what the interview was about, but it came up. Cameron made a comment.
Who have you heard of this procedure?
Wait, let me come back. We're gonna come back to the
right.
procedure. Okay. Right. So Cameron heard it. He made somebody asked him about it. He made a comment like, You know, that's some weird shit. You know, you talking to another man about your joint, whatever. I don't really fuck with Ocho no way. Right? So that got back to Ocho, of course. And you know, Cameron was laughing, you know, at the hearing of Chad getting the procedure or whatever. And kind of just joked about his relevance to a sports podcast. You know what I mean? Like, what is he actually bringing to the table? X, Y, and Z. So Ocho Cinco, of course, on Nightcap addressed it, and he was basically just saying that he don't have no beef, you know what I mean, with Cameron. He don't really know what's going on.
Yeah,
he said that, you know, I guess Cameron wanted to have him on the show, and he needed a higher price than what was being offered because of who he is and what he brings to the table. Right. He also told him, Cameron, he could pull up. He told him exactly where he was going to be. So when it got to there, I was like, okay, what we doing, y'all? Because we don't need no more beef for the rest of 2025.
Like
okay?
Mike Epps say, some stuff I'm too grown
I'm too grown to be doing.
Yeah.
So, and Shannon really didn't even want to talk about it. Shannon really didn't even want Chad to address it. But, you know, a man gonna do what a man gonna do. So he addressed it, but Shannon made sure they didn't spend too much time on it. Run it back. Cameron ended up responding to Chad comments, but he did apologize. Basically saying, you know, he was joking with it, but he was like, you know, the penis enlargement thing, you know, it triggered me. It just triggered me. But he did say he don't have no beef with, he said he don't have no beef with with Chad. You know,
it triggers me too.
Yeah, and then he said, but he did end it with saying that nigga was a side dish. Called that nigga anchovies.
So now he
just
go revert
He
back.
said, you know, the motorcycle with the buggy on the side. Chad is the buggy on the side. Basically saying that Shannon Sharp can run the show by himself.
It felt
Chad
like it was going in a good place.
It was going well, but
the camera and that, I already know.
But somebody did speak to that, and they was like, damn, Cameron, I was proud of you for apologizing and just saying, you know, maybe you took it a little too far or whatever. Then you went left. Ooh, my bad. And then Cameron was like, well, you know, niggas gotta snap on each other. You know, that's what we do. So I really don't think there's any real personal beef amongst them, which I'm glad for. We don't need two more black niggas beefing in 2025. So I'm happy they cool.
Yeah.
I'm happy they cool now.
That's
back to the penis enlargement.
That's weird. There's so much that's weird. There's so much happening here.
Okay. A woman,
is that a thing? Like people doing that, like BBL?
I don't know if people doing it. He's but you know, he the second person I've heard to have it. You know, once niggas here, two niggas, they got something. Everybody got it's everybody. Just two niggas, but everybody.
See, two cops, man. The cops out there.
Nigga, they out today. They out today. Okay? If I see two black SUVs, like I'm driving down the street, I see one, they got people pulled over, then I see another.
12 out there, bro.
They out.
I'm trying to tell you.
They out.
Be
so
careful.
But so I've probably heard of two. One, of course, Ocho, and two was this guy that was on. Remember that show I used to watch? Not Nick Took. What is it where they go and fix people's procedures? I can't remember the name of the show that I used to watch, but they go fix people's plastic surgery. And this one dude was trying
Botch or something?
Botch,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
And this one dude was trying to look like a Ken doll, and he had like abs, surgical abs on him, delts, all type of shit, lats. Like he just had it all surgically done, and he also had a penis enlargement. Oh no, there may be 3 people. And then remember the gay dude from Real Housewives?
Don't tell me. How do you approach me with remember the gay dude?
Okay. Real Housewives of Atlanta.
There.
It was a gay dude on there.
Okay.
I can't remember his name, but he was like, he reminds you of like a Farnsworth Bentley type of nigga. Damn, I don't remember his name. Y'all in the comments, tell me his name.
Okay.
But he had a penis enlargement. So, and this is throughout the span of the last 14 years, I've only heard of 3 people having a penis enlargement. So I don't know if they just not talking about it or if people actually not.
Or maybe Ocho was just playing. Like, so you know, you can't take him serious.
Maybe.
Like, did you see the interview? Did he get in a serious mode? Like, yeah, no, for real, I had to get it done.
He kept telling Stephen A to stay with him. Stay with me now. That nigga said, she said go deeper. He said, man, I ran out of pee-pee. Stay with me. But I don't know
my
if people is
God,
doing it and not
man.
talking about it, or just not enough people are doing it.
Okay,
But
you talk about my dick.
yeah,
I'm not letting nobody do no stuff and stuff.
you're
no
not
stuff.
awake. You're
Or
asleep.
no, but even thinking about it, working right possibilities, like you could do something and damage it to the point where I can't
I feel
use.
like it's
just certain.
2025, and I feel
It's just certain
surgery
stuff
has
you don't
gotten
touch.
better.
You know what I'm saying? And that would be one.
Okay,
for me.
but if you working
Right.
with like 5 inches, you might want to think about.
Well, it's probably worth you giving it a shot because you ain't using it anyway. So, but somebody to use it, you ain't about to take me out the game, bro, for no attempt at doing something.
I don't know what the
like,
healing process is.
it ain't been doing it. Like you said, all you know is 3 niggas. If it's only 3 niggas
No,
that you
I said
know,
that's all I know.
then it ain't been perfected
I
long
don't know.
enough to the point where you gonna
I
come
want to
sell
know how
that
the
to
women
me.
feel. If your man, somebody you was interested in, told you that they had a dick enhancement, how would y'all feel?
Of course they would not, as long as
Don't
it worked.
speak for them.
I know it. They would have no problem with it as long as it worked. But if he got the problem when it don't work, and then now she's unfulfilled, that's when the problem happens.
I don't know.
But
I
that's,
just think
that's,
we're in
that's
an
just
age
too
of
delicate. That's
everybody-
just too delicate to be talking about. Well, try it out. You know, like it's
I don't know.
like
They
the
might
like
do
the
it. What
booty
if they do
can-
a
like-
really good job?
I.
What if it's a
That's
really good
great.
job?
But what if you don't? You ain't done enough for me to be like, oh, everyone there, I don't really know what I'm gonna get when I come up out of there.
Whatever.
Now it ain't enough been done, so you not about to
It's
do. You not about to
2025.
play. See, even think about this.
You don't think surgery has gotten better over the years?
Of
to where
course,
they
it's
have
gotten better,
almost
but
perfected
that's
things?
per procedure. Like BBLs have gotten better because they've done so many of them.
Okay.
That hasn't gotten better because
Maybe
it ain't
niggas
that.
got them and not telling nobody.
Maybe. All I know is, as long as I don't hear, I'm cool, but I wouldn't play with that. That's just,
It's too much.
it would be like somebody saying they'll do something to my eyes. Like, I would, you know.
You wouldn't get like
I'm gonna
laser
get, like,
surgery or
laser,
nothing like that?
I can give you whatever eye color you want, and then they got to take your eyeball out
They do
and
something
put
like
in
that.
new
Anytime
eyeball.
you get new
Oh,
eyes,
man, I ain't about to do nothing. That's too delicate. Nigga, you gotta put all kinds of nerves together, like a whole, like, yeah,
That's
it's
their
different from just
job.
stuffing something into a booty. You know what I'm saying? Some fat. You know what I'm saying? To make
I
the
don't
booty.
think they just.
Oh, but they ain't gotta piece nerves and shit together and shit. I don't like
You might be
that.
right.
Like, that's too delicate.
You think so?
I ain't
For
messing
you?
with. For most people, you should not
you?
try it.
Why you don't
Hey,
want them to
brother.
follow their dreams?
Hey, brother, wait to probably
But he's
2030.
like, I'm bringing you to light, brother. I'm bringing you to light, brother.
2035, baby.
It is okay.
You know what I mean? But hey, just watch them. Hey, don't be jumping off the poach, man. That's all I say.
We'll see. We got to give these things time to see how they
That's what I'm saying.
pan out.
All of it.
This past weekend, the Wayans family received the Hall of Fame award at the NAACP Image Awards,
That was beautiful.
which was really dope. Keenan was not
There.
so I
Well,
I
don't
looked
know.
to try to see
They ain't say nothing.
if why he wasn't there. Nigga, I had to Google, is he still alive? Just because it just seemed like something that you would be there for.
yeah.
But I couldn't find anything.
And the
saying
speech
why
was
he
the
wasn't
speech
there.
was focused on him.
Exactly,
You know what I mean? So
and he wasn't even
I
there.
don't feel
So, I
like
don't
it was
know.
nothing
Maybe
within
it'll
the
come
family unit that would have been the reason
Why he
but-
wasn't there? Yeah. So I hope he's doing well.
I don't
hope
know,
he's okay.
but you know, they did a great job. I mean, I think Marlon, he's next up, man. Marlon really is. I think he's connected it all. Like he's found a way to put it all
Because
together.
at first he was a little.
He was a
all
little bit
wiry.
like
Just
over
all over,
energetic. You
yeah.
know, too characterized. But now I think he know how to blend it and make it just. Like,
When he did
man,
that
like that
Six-Tuplet-
that Six-Tuplet movie.
That was so. I've
Man.
probably seen that movie about 5 or 6
That
times.
movie was
It
dope,
was
and he
good.
played all the
It was
characters.
good.
I said, boy, he
I
messed
like
with
that.
Eddie. He messed with
I
Eddie
liked
on.
that. What was that? Married First, Naked, Married. What was it where he kept waking up to the same day.
Oh,
He
yeah.
trying to make it to this wedding on time.
I remember it,
thought
but
that
I
was
don't know the name of the movie. But
I've
that was
seen
a
it
cool
a few
movie,
times.
too.
I thought it was
Yeah,
cool.
I think
I feel like he's really
he's brought it all.
honing
He's
his shit,
bringing it all together. I think he know what to do now, and I really can't wait to see what he do next, because I think you're gonna see some good stuff from him. He's just a brilliant mind, you know. But the whole family obviously is brilliant comedian minds. But
because they all write for all type of shows.
yeah,
Y'all have no idea.
right. But that's beautiful, man, for that family to get that, because that was well deserved, and I think we should talk about them and families, any families like them more, because that's what we need, man. We need to see an example of something that's preferred to create a new
desire
mindset, you know what I'm saying? But if we really just keep celebrating the same stuff, we're gonna keep on getting the same results of stuff that we say we don't want.
Yep.
But
I think Dave Chappelle got an award. A lot of people got some really good awards.
yeah, Dave, he's always
I'm just happy that people showed up. I mean, of course there were some people that weren't there to collect that award, but I feel like a lot of people, a lot of black people have used BET as their platform. And in the beginning stages, they go into the award shows, they're there to make their speeches. And then as time goes on, they like remove themselves.
Like they too big.
Like, and that's, I think that's kind of fucked up, because these people love you. You know what I mean?
And are the reason for you.
I'm not saying anybody that wasn't there, that's what they was on.
Yeah,
but I'm just speaking
anybody
in general,
that don't go, if you one of them, then you gonna feel some type of way about you saying that.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about not just the BET Awards. I'm talking about the NAACP Awards, the Lifetime Achievement Awards. You know what I mean? Sometimes
anything black. If you black and you rode the backs of black people to get there, you need to be there every year, or else you don't go to award shows. You don't go to award shows, but you not gonna not come to mine, but then you go to theirs, like that. That's
they'll say like, oh, but the Grammys is the Grammys, but yeah, that's a space you even have to fight to even be recognized. So that's crazy. And it's not as fun as any of our award shows.
No, not at all. Not at all. So
Taylor Swift had to make the last one fun, because that shit be stuck up as hell. Anyway, moving right along. Angie Stone sadly passes away at the age of 63. She died in a car crash in Alabama. Man, that just caught me off guard.
Man,
I was just so caught off guard. Like,
black brother,
I love you.
I never
try to hurt you.
yeah, Angie.
I fucked with Angie. Damn.
That's messed
crazy.
up, man. And
now I did see
how she
like
died. Like
she died
that
in a car crash.
In a car
crash.
crash. 5 minutes from her house.
Yeah. Damn, man. It was a video that came out on TikTok where Angie was saying that she don't know who started these nasty rumors that she died, but she is very much alive.
Huh?
So, yes. So today, I'm scrolling, I'm Googling, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. So, yes, she has passed away.
Okay.
That was a clip that was posted maybe a few years ago, and somebody had started these rumors that she had died, but she was actually alive at the time.
Okay.
But yes, she has officially passed away. I was
not
all over
happy
the
that now, but I'm happy that I didn't waste some emotions falsely, because that would okay.
Gospel singer Leandria Johnson was arrested in February for public intoxication. Again, she's had a lot of these.
Who?
Leandria Johnson. She won. Remember Sunday Best, the singing competition show with Kurt Franklin?
I remember that, but
okay, so she won one of those.
I would have to see her.
She's like this huge gospel star now.
Yeah, if I see her face.
But I don't want to.
I
don't want to talk about her. But well, she's been getting over the past year. She's had a lot of interactions between her and drinking and trouble. Whether it's going live and just spilling her feelings while she's intoxicated, or being arrested for public intoxication, or you know what I mean. And as a gospel artist, I feel like there's too much pressure on anybody, not just a gospel artist, anybody that's a public figure, because anything you do that's outside of the lines is most likely going to be captured and seen and critiqued and judged within a few hours, right? Man, I think only reason I think it's fucked up is because when you're not a public figure, you get to make mistakes. You get to not be your best self. You get to not be the best version of yourself in public around town, and nobody necessarily puts you on blast for it. It's not all over social media, you know what I mean? Unless, you know, somebody filmed it, you know what I mean? Which is becoming more and more of a thing. Man. But do you feel that gospel artists, or do you feel that those people should be held to a higher standard?
I don't think
preachers, choir directors.
No, I'm not one of them. I know for a fact that anything that you receive and you give it to me and it touched me, I resonated with it. That wasn't from you. It was God used you as a vessel to deliver that to me. So I don't never feel like you need to be that all the time. Like you can't be a person that can fall, that can need to get it right, that can fix it and need to fix it again. That's your journey. You know what I mean? But the word that you have to give me is what I consciously perceive is something that's for me. Everything is something somebody because it resonated with me. So if you as a preacher can continue to give me a word that I feel like keep me coming back and is speaking to me, then you're being used by God. What you do outside of that, you got to deal with that.
So what you do outside of the alignment is on you.
That's on you.
Yeah. I do think it's just way too much pressure, because I couldn't imagine having a camera crew or anybody just follow me to fuck around all the fucking time.
But
like that would just irritate my soul.
But if you cared about her for real, then you would be approaching it along the lines of what's this entity that's attached to her that continue to try to bring her and steal her energy to feed its existence.
Yep.
Because if you saying that this, it's always that. If you saying that she's had history, when you say somebody say history, nigga, you dealt with this over and over, and it's created a pattern, and it's it's an entity that has been created when that happens every time. So
I don't know her story per se as far as what she's been through in her life, but I do think that she needs to forgive some people and forgive herself. First and foremost, because I think.
But you read this from somebody, like something about her?
No, I'm telling you, I don't know her life story.
Oh, okay.
But what I can identify is pain. I know what that looks like, right? Usually where there's pain and suffering, there is somebody or someone's that you need to forgive.
I can agree
straight
with
off
that.
the bat.
I can agree with that.
Including yourself.
Yes, definitely.
You need to forgive them and forgive herself, and I hope that she's able to do that, because what I hate to see with anybody, famous or not, is for their demands to outshine their gift and corrupt their gift, right? And make it distasteful to the people that they're supposed to be sharing their gift with.
Yeah.
And we've seen that happen a lot, especially in our community, where, you know, just things that are done behind closed doors end up just kind of overshadowing what their gift was.
Right.
And I hate to see it happen. So I do pray for healing and comfort for her while she goes through this, individually or publicly. Since you're a public figure, it's probably going to be public. You know what I mean?
But she, you know, and that's the thing. Like, the things that we go through, in every case, God is working to bring you out of it. But typically what happens with us, we get people around us that hold us to a judgment or a standard that we can't necessarily keep up, so it frustrates the already frustrated version of us. You know what I mean? And so now we really, like, that can spin you in a deep depression. Like, if, you know, everybody telling you ain't shit, and then you feeling you ain't shit.
Yeah,
Like,
but that combined, it's explosive.
Yeah.
It's explosive.
Yeah.
Damn. I hate that she's going through that.
And it ain't everybody telling you that, but see, that's the thing. Whatever
like we
frequency
said,
you are on,
is a lot of niggas.
right.
Two
And that's
niggas, a lot
all
of
you
niggas.
going. That's all she can hear, because you can't be nothing that you ain't. You know what I mean? So if you looking for that, if you feel that way and you think of yourself this way, you gonna only look for that to show up in your reality.
Yeah.
And and that
God
can
is
cause.
good, man. You ain't gotta keep being who you being or reacting the way you react.
No, you don't.
You really just need to make a decision and go from there. So while we talking about kind of on this topic a little bit, with social media, of course, it's kind of giving everyday people a chance to conversate and express how they feeling and talk about their ups and downs. A lot of black men, at least on my For You page, have been talking about feeling safe in relationships, and a lot of them are saying that they don't feel
safe. How?
Whether it's feeling safe to discuss an issue, whether it's feeling safe to be vulnerable, whether it's feeling safe to give critique so that y'all can get to the next level, whatever, you know what I mean? Just having a safe environment to do that in.
Yeah, that's a real thing. That's definitely a real thing. Because most guys don't develop the ability to articulate their thoughts.
Okay.
And because of that, we can't compete with the several words that women are so great at delivering. Like, women can break you down, assess you. It's like so many different things and versions of things that go on in a woman's head that they can beat you up with their words. And that's, I don't condone violence at all, but somebody's words can make you want to smack them because you don't have the words that they got. And words can hurt with the way that some people can use them. And I think
it can be disrespectful.
It can be very disrespectful. And I think it's been cases where men, feel devalued or feel unappreciated or feel like they can't speak what they feel, because on top of that, it's long-standing ideas that men are supposed to be strong in this, or men, you acting like a pussy, or you acting like a bitch, whatever. It's just, you can't express yourself in the way that a woman can express herself. Like, she can really break down and cry to you and tell you all her deepest and darkest, and that ain't something that men have typically had the privilege to
be
do.
There for her.
Exactly.
I think it's definitely important for anybody that's in a relationship for it to feel safe for everybody. I can say for certain that I have not always created a safe space. There's been plenty of times where you've tried to talk to me about something and I'm automatically defensive. Like, if it's about anything else about me, then we can talk about it. But when it came to me, nigga, no, because of this reason, because of this reason, because of it, it's no longer a conversation.
Right.
I'm not actually listening to hear what you as my husband is trying to tell me. I'm listening because to be offended and find my defense in this, because now I'm feeling attacked, which is crazy. I'm feeling attacked because my husband trying to tell me something about me that, that's so, you know what I mean? It sounds weird when you say it out loud. That's why I love to repeat people's shit back to me. Even my own shit, because once you say it out loud, a lot of shit sounds stupid. You can kind of know how to move. But I think it's very important for everybody to feel like they have a safe space. I think it's very important for couples to be able to say something to one another and then it not be thrown back in their face later on. But I do feel like people take these words and just kind of run crazy with them. Like, now everybody's a narcissist, everybody's toxic, and it's not really what's happening, right? I'm not a lot of times somebody's not throwing your words or throwing what you did back in your face. They're just letting you know that this is relevant to this topic.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna fix whatever this topic is, then let's talk about what you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's
But
not necessarily. I think people have to just be for real and be serious and stop trying to be so fucking defensive and just hear what the fuck the next person is saying.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree, but it just listen to hear.
And that's true. That's true. You listen, but when you're having a disagreement with a significant other, your point, like, you see the problem. Like, y'all done already sparked this shit off. Like, the problem is this.
Mm-hmm.
So you're thinking about what you're going to say related to the problem. They're thinking about what they're going to say related to the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like you got to throw up on
Ain't
that
nobody
shit.
listening.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to have those moments where you just both just say your shit, get it out of you. But then, you know what?
Come back.
Let's come back and then talk about this in a real way.
I would rather not have the vomit. I would rather somebody say,
you cannot
I'm
have
not ready
vomit.
to talk about this right
But
now.
when you starting off doing anything, it's not as easy to start it off that way. So
You're right.
so
You're right.
the
So I see what you're
first
saying. Like,
attempts
you gonna have
are
the vomit.
going to be
Yeah.
that. But then once you grow in it, then you understand not only not allowing it to happen, you can feel when it's about to happen, so you able to keep yourself or steer yourself away from that particular frequency. Like, I'm off that because I don't even gotta go there. I know what that feel like. It's not exactly, and that's all it really is. And you just doing little adjustments like that, and before you know it, like, you done worked on you, she done worked on her, and now y'all got this new versions of each other that y'all can deliver to each other in a way that y'all ain't never experienced.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
I like that. I like that. What is the best advice that you would give a new couple? Would give, could give?
Try to stay away from talking about your past as much as possible. Because if you notice,
Now, why that?
Because if you notice, at the beginning of the relationship, when it's good until you start learning about what somebody backstory is. You know what I mean? And, like,
so when's a good time?
well, it can naturally happen. You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
saying just don't force it. Just let it.
Yeah,
unfold.
you know, like, people go on dates now. So, what is your 5-year plan? Like, so what are you gonna do in the next 10 years? Or what, like, even if that come up, let it be something that naturally allowed through them. You know what I'm saying? But to feel on the spot, to have to put up information on, like, I just think it should be just more organic and just allow it to take place. And if you like this person, see where it go. Don't put too much pressure on it.
But you got guys coming out saying, Cam just interviewed, what's his name? I'm gonna put it on the screen. But this guy basically saying, like, as soon as you meet somebody that you might be interested in, what's your credit score? This is a man saying this.
Hey, I feel like that's just the new way we're trying to groom people to think about something particular.
Okay.
But I'm just telling you overall, you know that when you've been out with somebody, the less that you know about them, the more you can like them. Like, it's just how it's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? And with the soon as you start to find out what their mama did, what their daddy did, oh damn,
What they used to do,
it's that's when you I don't even want to be associated with those type of people.
But don't
Is
you
it
feel
that
like that's
way, or
important to
you
know?
judging now?
But ain't that important to know if you don't want to be associated with
I don't
those
think
type
it.
of people?
I feel like it could be interesting to know, but it's not important to know. And that's where...
Because what's important is what we doing right now.
That's what's important.
Gotcha.
Because this can go somewhere, or it could just be a moment that I'm experiencing that I needed to be a part of my story.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? But just let it happen. And then if it is something that's more than that, by the time that we just let it happen, I love you so much that I don't even care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that, but just letting it happen, it would be the advice that I would give.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Advice to a new couple. I would say take your time. Just because you've dated or went on a few dates doesn't mean that you know that person, right?
Yeah.
So I would just say take your time. Even in a relationship, if y'all decide, okay, we want to be together, we want to be exclusive, we want to try to do something here, great. But take your time with each other and give each other grace.
Yeah. That's what we did. We took our time, you know what I mean? And it was fun. We did a lot of things that people would have been like, so where you gonna go from here? Like now we creating a life that's creating a stage for where we gonna go from here.
Yeah.
And you know, it feel good that you then got all that other stuff off your, because you come in with, in from any situation, you come in with a lot of trash on your back.
A lot of baggage,
and so,
a lot of just,
you know, it's just, you got to take that out
yep.
kind of piece by piece. And a lot of times before you know it, your bag is empty and you ain't carrying all that weight.
Yep.
And that usually takes about 3 to 5 years. So if you really feel like you feeling somebody, then it's worth you giving it that, unless you at the end of your rope where, you know, I got to get married now. When that rush situation, I don't feel like it ever worked, because you shouldn't, anything that you need right now, whatever pans out from it is not going to be officially.
You're doing it in desperation.
It feels desperate. The universe don't even like desperation.
That's why the store can charge you more for certain shit, because your ass is desperate.
Exactly.
That's how supply and demand.
That's how they can get you to get them credit, with them loan, payday loan.
Y'all stop doing them payday
because you're desperate.
You never gonna pay
no,
shit.
Nothing like desperation.
Yeah. Desperation costs
it costs
more.
It always costs you.
Yeah. But I would definitely say just take your time. Just get to know each other. And that don't mean if this person does one thing that you don't like or two things that you don't like and all of a sudden they cancel. You know what I mean? Like, just take your time and get to know that person.
Yeah, I agree so much.
All right. It's a fun one. If you and your partner switch bodies for a day, what's the first thing you would do?
I really don't know, because I can do whatever I would want to do in my body.
No, but you in my body.
Because I don't want to do none of the stuff that you can do. Like, I don't want to have sex as a woman.
Okay.
I don't want nothing going in me.
That's good to hear. I might not like what you picked. What the fuck is this? I would have never chosen that. I thought you knew me better than that.
Oh, man. So, you know, if I wanted to feel some titties or something, I could do that anyway. You know what I'm saying?
What was the first thing you would do?
I don't know. Like, what can a girl do that is fun that I wouldn't
that
be
you
able
would
to
actually
do?
Want to do?
Yeah.
I don't know. If I was in your body, I'm probably the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jack out.
See, I couldn't even say that.
That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Matter of fact, and it's not gonna be behind closed doors. It's gonna be right next to you in bed while you're awake.
Oh, wow.
Then after that, I'm gonna wash my ass, rinse my dick out, and I'm gonna go play basketball, because I've never been this tall. And I'm going to do all the tall shit that I can do.
Getting stuff off the refrigerator.
All type of shit. I'm putting shit on the refrigerator. Don't even belong up there, just because I can.
Yeah, it's not as a woman. I can't say that. I mean,
it ain't too much.
I mean, say you could use your woman powers to go, you know, trick a nigga to give you a whole bunch of money on some shit, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, spin off on him, but just use your womanly wiles in that way. But I can't see nothing that I would just, as soon as I get in that body, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna play basketball. You hear me?
I can't think of nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dunking. All type of shit. Reverse layups.
That was a good question.
Okay. Here's another one. If you could install one upgrade into your partner, like a smartphone, what would it be? One upgrade into your partner.
What would you say?
I don't even really know.
I get that libido
Baby,
chip.
you so perfect.
Libido chip.
What is that?
Ain't the libido when you increase your sex drive?
Oh. Okay, you don't want shit to get done. That's what that sounds like. You gotta pick. Don't do that.
No, because I can't really say. Okay.
Okay, what?
The upgrade would be.
What?
Now, see, I like your cooking now, but if I could get an upgrade, a chip that'll be able to make some chef type shit in a quick.
Okay, I'm not a chef. I guess I'm cool with that.
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
and it's just something you love doing. You know what I mean? Because now I'll be feeling bad when you cook. You cook, but I'll be like, damn, she's cooking, and I feel bad that she gotta cook. It ain't
Why
like.
you feel bad?
I don't know, because I don't feel like you enjoy it. It ain't like, ooh, I love cooking. My baby know I love cooking. Don't I love cooking? Like, I don't feel like I don't feel like that, but
you know what? It's not even that I don't enjoy it. I enjoy it sometimes, because sometimes I'm really excited. Like, ooh, dinner gonna be good tonight. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited about it, but it's just not my thing, guys. I come from some great cooks. My granny is a great cook. My mom's a great cook. I'm just,
I get it.
I'm decent, but it doesn't necessarily excite me unless I'm about to try like a new recipe or something I seen on TikTok that look real good.
Right,
I'm trying it out. But I think, and really too, I think I'm kind of just bored with food. Like, all the time we trying to figure out what we gonna eat for lunch, what we gonna eat for dinner. And we are tired of eating the same shit.
I'm bored too. Like, you can ask me what you want to eat today, and I
damn near say nothing. I mean, I know
everything.
I'm hungry.
We've eaten
I've
everything.
had everything. What a blessed life we live. That we are bored of food.
Yeah,
God is good.
I guess when you think about it like that.
God is good.
I guess when you think about it like that, because I definitely be like, man, I want to eat something.
You
like
know
now,
what?
I want to eat something right now, but I don't
know what it is. You know what? I do know what I want. He don't like it, but I know what I want.
Some Olive Garden.
You know I want some
Oh
Olive
my
Garden.
God.
I like Olive Garden. That salad,
No
salad and
money.
breadsticks is
No
so
money for
fucking
Olive Garden.
good.
You go buy some grass.
You
some
don't make.
noodles,
You always say
noodles and grass.
anybody can make Olive Garden, but you've never made Olive Garden. You've never, for years, you have been telling me I can make that at home.
My spaghetti is
In
better
12
than anything
years,
Olive
I've
Garden
never
do.
had-
anything.
I've never had your version of Olive Garden, so that's what I would like to eat because I like Olive Garden. Is what it is.
I don't mind you
But
getting
my
Olive
upgrade-
Garden. I just told you that I'm not about to get nothing
Well,
from
you
Olive
don't have to
Garden.
get no Olive
Yeah,
Garden.
you
But-
be wanting me to eat there with you.
Because
I'm not-
you gotta get the soup, the salad,
Over
the
there, get some
breadsticks,
wings
the
and
meal.
chicken, and then I bring it to Olive Garden and eat at your
That is
table
so
with you.
ghetto. It's, every time you do it, I just be like, they aren't looking at us. Anyway, but your upgrade, you know what I would do?
What?
You would be way more handy builder type.
Okay.
You would have a Bob the Builder upgrade.
Okay, I can get that. Because I can do most stuff, but I don't do it because
But you would have a passion
I
for
would
it.
have-
Like, I would
like-
put the upgrade that you have the passion.
it's just like I can draw good, but you've never seen me draw. You know what I'm saying? And
I've seen you sketch out a couple logos.
yeah, but like really draw like a, but because I just don't practice it. But I know how to do a lot of stuff, and you see when it's time for a lot of stuff that came up, and you be like, oh, he did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't have a passion for it
Yeah.
like you don't have a passion for cooking.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I would like to be able to like, baby, let's extend the porch.
Oh, see
to
that?
come out
Oh, that
here,
would type.
And then you will be like excited about it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I know
I ain't
exactly
that
what
type
we
of
need to
man.
do. And then we would go to like
No.
Home Depot or something, and then we would do like get all the stuff, and then we would like build the porch.
No,
You know what I mean?
I can build you a flower bed out of wood or something.
Yeah, that too.
You
But
know,
but that's what I'm saying. Like that'll probably be my
not
upgrade.
add a porch extension.
I know we almost to the end of our show, but I just want to talk about Drewski's Could Have Been Love.
Man, cut it out, that man. What's her name? Meatball.
Meatball is the dark skinned one.
Man, that girl.
You talking about Bambi
Bambi.
with
That-
the pink hair.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He said,
Man.
"I'm suck your dick from the back, make
And
your
make
ass clap."
your ass cheeks clap. Oh man,
Yo, the people,
I don't like talking about people,
the
man.
people that he.
But
picked
she's
for
so
this
confident being her.
She is very
Like
confident.
she is
She
confidently
exudes-
her in a
she
way that I just
exudes
feel
the
like
confidence that I wish
Hey,
everybody,
fall back. We got this.
everybody should have that level. Everybody, like, as confident, I want to be that confident. Like, whatever she got, nigga, sprinkle some on it.
Man.
Because that's crazy. She has an insane level of confidence.
And
Insane level. Of
it is
confidence.
insane. That is the perfect word because
Yeah.
it's insane. Like
Yeah.
you don't know no better. Like, because if you did, there's so much that you wouldn't do to be here. Like,
We don't know
so
her
much. It's so
story.
much that would have been cut out before we even got here.
We don't know her story. If y'all have not seen Drewski's Could Have Been Love,
Man,
and y'all are in the mood for
Drewski
just some
is
ratchet,
just silly,
like a
as
like
hell.
a gooey
That boy-
ratchet brownie.
That boy funny as hell. But that could have been love.
That shit is hilarious.
Yeah.
I hope he do
He
another
brought
one
he
after
brought
this.
that Flavor Flav concept back.
Yeah.
You know, Flavor of Love. You know,
Yeah,
and you know, it's cool. It's cool.
that's my phone. All right, well, that's all I got for today, guys.
Oh, that was fun. Dang, it's overall work ready. But
That's all I read.
look, thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the
Mhm.
subscribe button. You heard me. And thank y'all for tuning in. And we'll see y'all on the next one. It's your boy Ray Wiz.
It's your A1 since day one.